assignment video. We're each going to talk about different parts of the experience. The first thing I'm going to talk about is I was the patient for most of the time. So I'm going to be talking about what was it like to do most of the activities. And most of the activities, I kind of did stuff how I would normally do it. The only difference is that I'd have to be more aware of people around me. For example, going down an aisle. Normally I'll just walk down an aisle and just walk out and go to a different aisle to get another product or something. But while I was in the wheelchair, I had to actually stop at the end of every aisle to make sure I wouldn't get T-boned or hit by someone else who was going through the next aisle with a cart or something, since I was that kind of eye level-ish with the carts.
I'm going to talk about what we expected when we got there. So we were thinking there were just going to be a few wheelchairs for people to use, but it ended up that there were a lot of different options, including different motorized ones with carts on the front that made it really easy and accessible to get around the store.
I'll talk to you about how people responded to Matt in the wheelchair. Generally, they were very cautious and waited to see what Matt intended to do until they moved along and around you, and if they didn't see you and interfered with what Matt's intention was, they were very apologetic as to them not seeing you there.
So some challenges that Matt faced was at Women's, they have the same products on the top and bottom shelves, so that was accessible for him. But in regards to the refrigerated products, it was really difficult for him to open the door and reach for something that was higher. Another challenge was transferring from our wheelchair that we brought to a Woodman's wheelchair, because their wheelchairs you can't remove the armrest, so that made it pretty challenging to make a safe transfer in that regard.
And the final question that we're going to talk about is what surprised us most about the experience. And I think we can all kind of agree that we didn't expect that the person, whoever's in the wheelchair, in this case it was me, that you'd build up a lot of static electricity just going through Woodman's, and every time you went to grab something or shake someone's hand or just anything, there'd be a huge spark. So that was really surprising. I mean, I don't think anyone expected to turn into static shock while doing this, but that was the case.